Alright, welcome back to another tutorial. So in this one, this is a course where I teach you how to do a lot of stuff and how to train your fingers so you could get the best results from the way you play. So this is that tutorial where I'll be teaching you that. So alright, let's get right into those one quickly. So first, we're going to be starting with the chromatic scale. Yeah, we all know the chromatic scale is like the bedrock of everything that we are going to be playing. The chromatic scale. That's the chromatic scale. It's on 2 octaves. Both hands. So exercises like this, what they help you achieve, they help you achieve a situation whereby you're playing maybe a very technical intro, you're doing da 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 da, you're playing a Kosoba bire, kosiba babire, koma solorun bire. Igwe eba mi bolorun tobi, Edumare oba toga eba mi bolorun tobi. Do you see? So exercises like this would help you achieve this result. All right. So starting with the chromatic scale. So there's let me see. Yeah, okay. Starting with the chromatic scale. So what is the chromatic scale? The chromatic scale is usually called the master scale. And why do I want us to start with the chromatic scale for the finger exercise? Because the chromatic scale houses all other scales. The major scale, the minor scales, the diminished scales, everything, they are inside the chromatic scale. Do you understand? That's why I want us to start with the chromatic scale. So the chromatic scale consists of all 12 notes in music. You know, in music generally we have 12 music notes. So the chromatic scale consists of the whole note. So when somebody tells you play the chromatic scale starting from C, they're telling you to play from C to B. That's the all 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're using that as our exercise first. So we're going to be using, let's see, this is 50 beats per minute. This is 50 beats per minute. We're going to be using 50 beats per minute to start with. So the exercise goes like this. For my right hand, see, I will show you the fingering to use. So these are things you should do every morning or whenever you put on your keyboard. It kind of helps wake up your fingers if they were sleeping, you see. So I'm playing each one on each beat. So after I finish descending now, I'm going to show you the correct finger that you're supposed to use to play this exercise. You see, that way you'll be able to achieve something like this. You see? Alright, so for my right hand I'm doing 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. They descend the same way you came. It should not be 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. That's for the right hand. For the left hand, we're going to be doing. So for the left hand, we're doing 1, 3, 1, 3. 2, 3, yeah, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. You see, all together we have You see, so you want to practice individual hands separately, starting with 50 beats per minute. So from 50 beats per minute, you can now increase it to 60 beats per minute. So let's increase this one to 60 beats per minute and see the way it sounds like. So I have a, you see, so you are playing on each beat. This is your finger exercise. You can start with this. So you want to start with this 50, 60. So from 60 now I'm going to go to 80, but for you can go to 70 if you can't do 80 yet. Left hand. So at the end of the day, I'm still going to do your both hands together. These are the kind of exercises that will prepare you to play some very serious intro. You see, all together, both hands. You see, that's you want to practice. Okay, all right, so let's see 80 beats per minute. You see, this 80 beats per minute. So you use one hand, also you use your two hands. So I'm going to face things up now so we don't sleep here. You see, this is your exercise. So something you should always do every morning or whenever you want to practice. You see, that's 80. So you can also increase it to 100 when you're not good with that. You could do pam 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 da da da. You see, on the beats. Don't be hasty. Play with this beat, master this time. You can use 4 minutes to play this. Or 2 minutes, whatever way you want. Let me hasten things up so we do not sleep here. Do you see? So from 100 you can keep going up. I could go to 120. So see, you keep going up like that. So let me see something very fast. Let's say you can stop at 160. So let's see 140. 140 is still too slow for me. So let's see 160. 160 is slow for me though. So you can do 1 octave and you do 2 octaves. So let me look for something else. Make sure you play in 2 octaves and 1 octave. This is 160. It's too slow for me. Let's try 200. So I'm going to play more than 1 octave. Sorry. Ba, 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 da, da. This is even too fast. Though I can choose to double it up. So you could do let's go. That's like doubling it up, but you keep increasing it 200, 400 till you are very comfortable playing it. Understood? Okay, so for this part right now, let's go to the other exercise. That's the first one. So the other exercise we're going to be playing now is our major scale in key C. Yeah, we're going to be playing our major scale in key C. Mind you, this is finger exercise and we are not really in any key. And because it's a finger exercise and my pattern also is to teach you how to play on all 12 keys. So you're going to be following me and doing what I ask you to do. Don't see it as too difficult when I say let's go to another key and you're like, ah no, I can't play on that key. No, see it as a challenge and you pick it up. Understood? So let's go fast. So We're going to be using our major scale in the next segment right now, which is our in the key of C. So it does not matter the key you play on. If you play on F, it does not matter if you play in the key of F. We're gonna be on the key of C for this exercise. Okay, so we're gonna start with let's see. So you can start with 50 if 80 is too fast for you. Here I'm going to start with 80. So this is you might already know how to play this scale in a very fast way, right? But you don't want to skip some things, right? Might be too slow for you, but don't worry, don't hurry, just play it the way it is, starting with 80. There will be time to run, and that time is not now. So I could double this one up. I could do so you might look at the fingering and you'll be like, I don't know, this fingering is different. So this fingering actually is going to prepare you so you'll be able to play it on more than one octave. That's the fingering I'm giving to you, so that at the end of the day you'll be able to play it on more than one octave. That's the aim of this one. So the finger I'm going to be using is 1. My right hand I'll be using 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You see, thumb talk 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb talk 1. Then descend the same way. For my left hand, I'm going to be doing 1, 4. This might stress you, but you're going to get it. I'm going to write it on the screen, the finger number. You see, so you want to play this separately, then you try and combine it together. It would confuse you, but don't panic. Okay. So this one I just gave you is so that you can play it on more than one octave. So watch me. You see? But if you want to just stay on one octave, you could use the normal one you've been using, which is 5 4 5 5 4 3 2 1 3 2 1 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1 3 2 1. Do you get? So if you feel, you should do both. Do you understand? The other one is when you want to start moving your scale so that it will flow very well. That's why I gave you the other one. It's really going to confuse you, but I will tell you, don't shy away from it. You're training your fingers, and don't forget to increase it till you are comfortable. Let's try 140. Or you do the normal one you usually do. You see? So let's try. This is too slow. Let's do 160. It's too slow for me. Okay. So you keep increasing it. Do you understand? That's how it's gonna be like. Understood? Okay. Alright, so let's go to the next step. So okay, before I we move on to the next step, I'm gonna be showing you ways you can play it. You can play legato or staccato, or what they call it. There's this word for it. I've forgotten it. So it means you could play like a robot. See, you make sure the notes are not sustaining, or you could use your own hand to hold the notes down, and you make it kind of sustain with your own finger, you see. So you want to be make sure you also practice playing like a robot, like pam pam pam, you see. It also helps you as a beginner. Okay, so that's it for that one. So the next thing we're going to be doing here now is, this is 160, let's go back to 80 beat per minute. So this time around we are going to be doubling up, like instead of playing just do re mi fa sol la si do, I'm going to be doing do do re mi mi. So you see, so this is something you want to do every time you feel your fingers are slipping. See? This is 80. You could increase the speed. I could do see? You see? Then after this one, the next thing you want to do is you want to make it 3. So instead of do, you now do 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 re 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 mi 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 fa 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 so 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 la la la. So this is really gonna be boring and takes your time, but it works a lot because right now you are being intentional and the brain is recording what you're doing. See? So after this, I'm going to double the time up. Still on this time, but I'll double my play. You do your left hand separate, right hand separate before you combine, because majority of the time the left hand relies on the right hand. Majority of the time when the right hand gets it, the left hand just follows, and when you leave the left hand on its own, it messes up. I don't know if it happens to you, so you want to train the left hand on its own. So let's double this up. Instead of do 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 re re, we're not doing do 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 re 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 mi 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 fa fa fa. After practicing, I can't talk. So after practicing this, you're going to see the effect in your fingers, because at the end of the day, your fingers will be awoken from sleep. So I could do pam 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 pam. Do you see? So the last one is you're going to make it 4. That's re 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 mi 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 fa 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 so 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 so. You see? You understand the pattern, right? This is the 130 beat per minute. So you are in charge of your metronome. You can always decrease it. So let me take it back to 100. So I could do left hand. No. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see? You see? You see? you'll find out that you'll be making mistake even with something you already know before. Why? Because the brain has not really paid attention to play it on its own. Majority of the time, you're always rushing to play it or to finish your skill, and at the end of the day, the brain does not really get what you're trying to save to the brain. I'm talking like that was 5. Do you see? So if you could keep doing this, you're actually going to have a very strong muscle memory, and your speed is going to be out of this world. Alright, let's move on. This is still 100 beats per minute. So you understand how to do that pattern, right? Okay, so after, you can also double it up. Instead of doing do, 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 you could do do, 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 re, 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 mi, fa, 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 fa. You see? Mind you, this is beginner's finger exercise. Do you understand? So there's still going to be intermediate and advanced finger exercise where you do a lot of mad stuff. Like I'm going to give you in this class too, but there's some other mad stuff that you're going to be carrying out that you're going to be doing a lot of stuffs. Things like this that are going to be doing in other levels. Okay, so now let's play everything we've just done. Now you're going to play them on 2 octaves. Do you understand? So for the major scale, everything is going to be on 2 octaves. You see? On 2 octaves, then both hands. So the one I just played now with this metronome was double time. Let's play with the metronome. So you have every exercise we've played, you are going to play it like this. Like that. Okay, so now let's move to the next segment. So in this part, we are going to dive into my scale exercise, which I have done in the key of C. So I don't know, I'm going to be showing us the one from other keys also, but majority of the time everybody's going to do C. Do you get it? We're going to do C. But for other levels, I'll give you exercises on other keys. Do you get? So do re mi fa do ti la so, re mi fa so ti la so fa mi fa so mi fa so la ti so fa mi re so la ti do fa mi re do la ti do re mi do ti do re mi re do ti la do re mi fa do ti la so. So there'll be other exercises like this in other keys, but those ones will be in other level. So for this one, we're just going to focus on this exercise in the key of C. Understood? Okay. So for exercise number 2, this is what you'll be playing.
do ti la so fa bi re mi re do. That's for exercise number 2. And you also want to sound it as you are playing. As you play, you sound. So the finger you are using is your left hand is using 4 3 2. Your right hand is using 2 3 4. See, so do re mi fa so la ti do re mi, then mi re do ti. You are descending. Ti la so fa mi re do. Understood? Same thing with your right hand. Do ti la so fa mi re do. So for exercise 1 and exercise 2, okay, let's continue. I will say what I want to say. So that is how you want to play it. You want to sound as you play. Now we have rewind. So there's this part that I called it rewind. So why did I call it rewind? Rewind means we are going back to exercise number 1 because we want to start using what we call metronome. So your metronome helps you keep time. Metronome is like your drummer. So you really want to play with your metronome. It is very, very important. That way you don't start having issues when you are playing. You don't start having issues with your drummer. So your metronome will sound like this. So I'm going to use let's try 80 beats per minute. This is how your metronome sounds like. You see? 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So what do we want to do with this metronome is what I'm going to show us right now. So with this metronome, what we want to do is we'll go back to exercise number 1. Now you're going to play with this. You clap with it at first. Now you can download metronome from Google Play Store or iOS. If you're using iPhone, you can download metronome, any kind of metronome. You understand? This is 80 beats per minute. That's what I'm using now. So I have a 1. You clap with it. 3 4 1 2 3. You sing with it. 1. That's how you get used to metronome. 1 2 3 4. All right. So after you must have done that, now let's come to the first scale we learned, the major scale. You play it. Hold on. So we are going to play that's our major scale with our metronome because that is our aim. You understand? We want to learn and be able to play with a drummer if there is a drummer. So you have you see? You see? This is how I practice. Right hand. You see? I'm on beats. Like each click you hear, I'm playing on it. Bah, bah. You see? Each hit you hear, I'm playing on it. What ends? You see? I'm not too fast. I'm not faster than the beat. I'm on beats. Do you understand? Now that is the function of your metronome. So that's why I said we are rewinding. So you play that with your exercise 1. Then also you go back to exercise 2. See? Exercise 2. So you see, this is how we use metronome when we practice. Are you understanding that? All right, so let's move on. Okay, so we are going to exercise number 3 now. So for exercise number 3, this is what we want to achieve. It sounds like this. For exercise number 3, what we want to achieve is this. It sounds like this: do mi re fa mi so fa la so ti la do ti re do. Then you descend: do mi ti re la do so ti fa la mi so re fa do mi ti re do. You see, so now the major finger for this exercise number 3 is an extract from exercise number 2. Exercise number 2 was using 3 fingers, but in exercise number 3 we remove the middle finger. The middle finger is now on A, and the remaining 2 still remain. So we are now going to play arpeggios, like you are breaking it. Arpeggio means when you play that's like that, when you start breaking note, like that's like an arpeggio, you know. So you want to break and play do mi re fa mi so fa la so ti then la do. When you get to ti re, your middle finger plays that do. That middle finger you've been suspending plays the do. Now when you want to descend, you go back to do mi ti re la do so ti fa la mi so re fa do mi ti re. Your middle finger comes alive again. Same thing with your right hand. Middle finger. Then when you are descending now, do you see? So now you want to play both ascending and descending patterns. What I mean is, after you must have gotten it, you know, we've been doing okay, you know what, let's leave that out of it. So now let's try and put our metronome in that. So if we have to add our metronome, this is so have 80 beats per minute. You see, very slow. Now there's one thing about playing slow, it kind of helps your brain like eat and digest. That means as you're playing very slow, your brain is looking at the notes and is taking note of everything happening, like the color, how heavy it is, how soft it is it painful. Your brain is doing all of that mathematics and calculations for you. That is the process of learning. Like, you don't need to come on the keyboard and start playing. You don't really need to you don't need to play interesting things like that before we can say you are a good pianist. All good pianists started from somewhere. They started from things like this. Do you understand? So to get to that particular level where you can play like this, you need to do what I just showed you. Do you understand? This is my own basic patterns for exercise. There are a lot of exercises out there, but for those that are members of this channel and for those that are following me, this is specially for you. Understood? All right, so let's continue. So all right, let's quickly round up that and see what we have. So let's go to exercise number 4. Don't forget to always use your metronome. So for exercise number 4 is called step by step, and I call it modes. So I'm going to send you the PDF, you read it up. So I said, what are musical modes? Modes in music are scales, like they are scale-like patterns that can begin on any note of the scale, not just the roots. Each mode, which is the Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian, they have a distinct characteristic. These modes come from the earliest form of Western music. In fact, almost all musical modes can be traced back to ancient Greece. As you learn the piano modes, you will see the role that it plays in music. Do you understand? So now this is like and me telling you there's something called modes. We are going to dive deeply into modes later on, but not in this class. But just know there's something called mode. So now in this diagram, we are going to see, if you go back to the definition after playing the exercise, you understand what we're talking about. So for exercise number, what's the exercise number again? Number 4 is modes, and this is what's going to happen. So we're going to go to C. We're going to play do re mi fa sol la ti do ti la so fa mi re do. And mind you, we're going to start from the bottom. Yeah, I thought I labeled it. Okay, yes, this is a diagram of it. I labeled it. So we're going to start from the bottom. The bottom is Ionian. So we're going to start with that same scale we played just now that we called a major scale. It's also called an Ionian scale. You understand? So we have do re mi fa sol la ti do ti la so fa mi re do. That's your Ionian mode. Now let's go to your Dorian mode. Dorian mode now is going to you're going to go to your re, your 2. Yeah, I didn't tell us about number system. Also, they are numbered the same way you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, which is do re mi fa sol la ti do. They are also numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Understood? So now you're going to our Dorian mode, which is re mi fa sol la ti do re do ti la so fa mi re. So what's happening is you start, whatever you start with is what you end with. So you're playing from a do to do, you play from a re to re. Now let's go to mi. Mi is a Fijian mode, so you're going to go to mi. That same finger pattern that we have been using for our major scale is what you're going to use. So mi fa sol la ti do re mi, then mi re do ti la so fa mi. That's Fijian mode. Then you go to Lydian mode, which is your fa. Then fa sol la ti do re mi fa, then fa mi re do ti la so fa. Then you go to your Mixolydian mode, which is your sol. Then sol la ti do re mi fa sol, then sol fa mi re do ti la sol. Then you go to Aeolian mode, which is your la. Then la ti do re mi fa sol la so fa mi re do ti la. I'm going to drop a link, or I'm going to drop my phone number. You chat me up, or I'll look for how to drop a link so you can download this PDF and follow up. Do you understand? All right. Then T is your Locrian. Ti do re mi fa sol la ti la so fa mi re do ti. Then you go back to your Ionian mode. Do re mi fa sol la ti do ti la so fa mi re do. You see? Now, everything you've done with your right, you do it with your left hand. Then at the end of the day, you will now have to combine and play both hands together. So let me play the first 3 modes: Ionian, Dorian, and Fijian. So we have Ionian, Dorian, Fijian, Lydian. This is how it's going to keep repeating till you get back to do. So like I said in the beginning, your commitment, whenever it's looking as if it's confusing, you have issues, ask your questions in the comment section. If you have my number, chat me up and I'll help you out. Do you understand? Anybody can learn how to play the piano. It's not that difficult. So I said sound this exercise. As you're playing it, make sure you're sounding it, and don't forget the place of your metronome. Do re mi fa sol la ti do ti la so fa mi re do. Now we have the one I just did now. It's called 8th timing. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. But the one we're using before is do is slow. You're playing with each beat. When we get to the level of time signature, I'll teach you time signature and why one was fast and the other was slow. Understood? All right, so let's continue the lesson. Now let's go to exercise number 5. So for exercise number 5, it sounds like this. fa sol la sol fa la ti sol fa mi re sol la ti do fa mi re do la ti do re mi re do ti do re mi re do ti la do re mi fa do ti la sol. Now, the reason for this exercise is not just to waste your time, it's because the exercise is a living testimony. It works in the sense that if you can play this exercise, you'll be fully ready to take on any song, any scale at all you meet, or any movement at all you see in the song. It will not be too difficult for you to play in that particular key. This is the training that most guys use. Do you understand? So don't shy away from it. So I'm going to break it down. So this exercise is like a table tennis board where somebody's at one edge, he plays to you, and somebody's at the other edge, he plays back. So you play to the person replies you. So it's like a call and response. So we're going to be starting from the top, which is do, re, mi, fa, do, ti, la, so. So do, re, mi, fa is Mr. A. Do, re, mi, do, ti, la, so is Mr. B. So Mr. A plays and Mr. B responds. So for your left hand, it will sound like this. Do, re, mi, fa. You're going to respond. Your left hand alone, you come and respond with do, ti, la, so. You see the finger I'm using. So it is for your left hand, these are the fingers that they are playing. The first 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2 for ascending. For descending, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. For your right hand, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 ascend. 5, 4, 3, 2 descend. So you have do, re, mi, fa, then do, ti, la, so. Now go to the next one, which is re, mi, fa, so, ti, la, so, fa. So you give this is your re, mi, fa, so. You respond with ti is there already. Ti, la, so, fa. Mind you, this exercise, we are kind of shuffling and randomly reshuffle your major scale just to give your brain this activity and make your brain understand them. Like your brain needs to know where fa is. Okay, fa on every octave. Where is so? Where is la? Where is ti? Like everywhere. Like you want to be able to quickly do a lot of stuff. And this is the exercise that will help you achieve that particular result. So where are we? Re, mi, fa, so. Then you reply with ti, la, so, fa. Now the next one is mi, fa, so, la, so, fa, mi. So let's play mi, fa, so, la. Then for la, so, fa, mi, you bring your thumb there. You remove that one and put your thumb. La, so, fa, mi. Understood? Okay. So we are going to the next one now, which is fa, so, la, ti. You respond with so, fa, mi, re. Use this so. Don't use this one. So you go here. So, fa, mi, re. Don't forget, you are still on your left hand. Then the next one is fa, so, la, ti. That's fa. Go back. So, fa, mi, re. Then that's fa. Next one is fa, so, la, ti. So, fa, mi, re. Then the next one is so, la, ti, do. So, la, ti, do. You reply with what? Fa, mi, re, do. Next one is la, ti, do, re. You see, the thing is the fingers are just there waiting for you to play them. You can see la, ti, do, re. Then you reply with what? See, mi, re, do, ti. Then what is next? Ti, do, re, mi. Now this is where you ended. Then you put this here. You see, ti, do, re, mi. Then re, do, ti, la. Come on, use this re. Re, do, ti, la. Then when you get here, do, re, mi, fa. You can either respond with do, ti, la, so, or you respond with do, ti, la, so. Your choice. Anyone works. Do you understand? So that is how this exercise is going to be. So everything I did with my right hand, now you see how clean mine is. It's not magical. I've actually practiced this with metronome and I got my result. So now for your right hand, let me use metronome. For your right hand, I'm not going to make it too slow. I've already slow everything down in your left hand for you. So the same thing that applies here is that applies here. So for your right hand, you're playing okay. You see? Next one is mi fa sol la, then la sol fa mi. Next one is fa sol la ti. So fa sol la ti, you respond with sol fa mi re again. Fa sol la ti, first four, then sol fa mi re. Remember I said is finger is 1 2 3 4, then 5 4 3 2 for the finger. Now let's go to la ti do re. You reply with what? Mi re do ti. Let's go to the ti. Have ti do re mi. Then you go to re do ti la. Then you go to do re mi fa. You either respond with do ti la so, or you respond with do ti la so. That is how it's going to be. So you play both ends separately. With time you can add both ends together. So let me play both ends together. You see, so the exercise actually helps you to do a lot. It's kind of when you're playing it, like there's this tension in you that am I going to get this thing? The thing is, it helps you in the long run. It helps you know where your notes are. In the long run, it helps you know where your notes are on the piano. Do you understand? That is the function that it serves. So whenever you are tasked with playing something very difficult, you can play it as they tell you to play it. Why? Because you already know where they are. That is what this exercise does to you. So that is for exercise number 5. So let's go to exercise number 6. So for exercise number 6, it is very easy. The catch here in exercise number 6 is I want you to know that there's something called a relative minor. The relative minor is just your Aeolian mode, which is la ti do re mi fa sol la so fa mi re do ti la. With time, you understand why we are teaching you relative minor. There are some songs like Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Hmm. That's your relative minor. La ti do re mi, la ti do re mi fa sol la so fa mi re do ti la. So it is something you've already played before. It's something you know. I don't want to bring it to your notice that's our exercise number 6. No, it is that it is called a relative minor. The way this is your do re mi fa sol la ti do ti la so fa mi re do. It's your major scale. Now the major and the 6, which is your relative minor, have a lot of things in common. They are very, very much related to each other. So that's exercise number 7. So I'm going to show you guys the finger you have to use. You have to watch closely. So for your right hand, you're playing do mi. You can see each line has what it's playing. You're starting from the top. First one is do mi re do ti. So you're doing do mi re do. Then you move this here. You see, that's the idea. Again. So finger is 2 4 3 2 2. Then you now move to next one is re do ti la, which is a 4 3 2 2. Next Next one is do ti la so. Do ti la so, which is also 4 3 2 2. Next one is ti la so fa. Ti la so fa, which is also 4 3 2 2. Ti la so fa. The next one is la so fa mi, again, which is 4 3 2 2. Then so fa mi re, which is 4 3 2 2. Then fa mi re do do 4 3 2 2 2. The numbers I was calling is the finger number. For your left hand too, you have to watch closely. Your left hand, you have you're descending, you're playing, you see, do mi re do si, so you're playing 4 2 3 4 4. Make sure you write these things down. 4 3 2 4 4 3 2 4 4 3 2 4 4 3 2 4 4 3 2 4 4 3 2 4 4 fa mi re do do. Do you understand it? So I've played it very slow. You've seen my hand. You want to practice this and get in short. For now, don't bother about both hands. Play them separately. Then when you are very comfortable, then you cannot decide to add both hands. Don't forget to use your metronome 80 beats per minute. Though I know I wrote 50 beats, whatever, anything below 80, you can use it. Yeah. Exercise number 8 sounds like this. You see, by training your fingers and at the same time we are introducing you to the notes on the piano. Do you understand? We are introducing you to the notes, like how you can combine two notes to get sounds like this. You understand? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to play this. Like, this is an exercise that you play. You do it for do, you do it for re, for mi, for fa, for so, for la, for ti, then back to do. I'm going to show you how you're going to do it. I'm going to play it very slowly so you can catch it. All right, so let's do it. So first, you lay your 1 2 3 4 fingers on the first 5 notes. Do you see? Can you see? Then now you want to play. As you can see on the picture that I gave, a photo I dropped here, you have do mi is together, comma re fa is together, mi so is together. What that means is you push down do and mi alone. Go up, you push down re and fa, you push down mi and so. You see, at the end of the day, you have something like this. You keep repeating. When you're comfortable, you move those same 5 patterns to re, mi, fa, sol, la. Then you do the same thing. You move it to this next one. Move it to fa, sol, la, ti, do. You move it to so, sol, la, ti, do, re. Then you move it to this one. Then you move it to la. Then back to do where you started from. Your left hand too. You move that same 5 pattern forward. Move it forward again. This will really stress your brain and take time, but trust me, you get it. Just calm down and relax. You go to la. Go to ti. Go to do. So for this one, is your individual hands I want, but if you want to be a star boy, you can give me both hands when you're doing, you know. Then again, next one. Next one, from where you started from. That's all for exercise number 8. Now let's go to exercise number 9. So for exercise number 9, like I said, don't forget to use metronome. I could do, let's go, I could do, you see? Alright, so that is something that you can do also. So now let's go to exercise number 9 proper. So for exercise number 9, what you're playing is do ti la sol fa. So it sounds like this: do ti la sol fa. It's like that table tennis again. Do ti la sol fa. Then re do ti la sol mi re do ti la. Fa mi re do ti so fa mi re do. Then from so you go to la so fa mi re ti la so fa mi do ti la so fa. Like I said, don't forget to sound this note. As you are playing the note, the sounding it is going to help you. When you get to the level where you want to start looking for a key of a song, you don't have so much issues because you've done the job. You sounded all the notes randomly. Your brain is hot. All right, so make sure you use your metronome also for this one. So let's break this one down. So all right, so for exercise number 9, I've already showed you how it is supposed to be. That's how you're going to be playing it. At the end of the day, you want to use 2 hands. You can decide not to use metronome at first. Mi re do ti la fa mi re do ti so fa mi re do la so fa mi re ti la so fa mi do ti la so fa. That's the exercise on both hands. You understand? So it's like a table tennis. Do ti la so fa re do ti la so mi re do ti la. So I've already given us how it looks like. All right, so let's go to exercise number 10. So exercise number 10 is very easy. Exercise number 10 is titled octave. So when you play a note and you play another note higher, it's called an octave. When we start classes on other theories like interval, I'll explain to you how this is an octave. When we start learning interval, that's the distance between notes. I'll explain better. For now, just know when you play a do here and you repeat the do or C and C, it is called an octave. So the exercise for this one is your left hand. You're going to be using your pinky and your thumb. So you're playing do re mi fa so la ti do. Then you can descend. Your right hand do the same thing, thumb and pinky. So do re mi fa so these are arpeggios. You're kind of breaking it. You're playing like you're jumping on, stepping as if you're playing a game, like you're skipping, like you're jumping like a frog. Now the other way you have to practice it is you practice it as a block in block form. When I say block form, you play it at the same time. So do re mi fa. It's very easy. So la ti do ti la so fa mi re do. Your right hand, you do the same thing. Then you can decide to combine it. For my level, this is how I practice. I do it on all 12 keys. You see? That should remind you of a cartoon. Ba-da-da-da. I can't play that song actually. Ba-da-da-da. Tom and Jerry. Ba-da-da-da. Okay, so that's for exercise number 10. Make sure you sound it. Do, re, re. Alright, the last exercise in this series is going to be exercise number 12, and I call it chords. We call this chords. You're going to be starting from mi and do. So if you check, okay, let me bring on our chord names. Oh. So this is an F minor. It's showing F minor 6, but the cocoa here is this is the chord. This is what I want to play. This is a 2-note chord, ditone, triad, 7th. So this is what we want to play. Like, you know, the first time we are doing in our previous exercise, we did this. Though it was we are doing do mi re fa mi so fa la so ti la. But for this one now, for this particular exercise, you take this one and put it here and play it together. So let's see, what finger are we going to be using in those one? Let's say a finger that we know will not give us issues. So I'm going to be using pinky and thumb. So I start from here and I'll end here. So altogether I have do, re, mi, fa. I'm harmonizing that note. La, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Again, do, then re, then mi, then fa, then so, then la, then ti, then do, then ti, then la, then so, fa, then mi, then re, then do. Same thing on your right hand, thumb, pinky. Now, I'm going to show you how useful this exercise is. So you're playing a song like ale, when you're playing a song like this, it's an intro, it's a Dunsin song, an intro. So you're playing a song like this, instead of playing, what are you again? So la, ti, do, re, do, ti, do. That was the melody note. So because I've practiced this, my pattern, I can use it to voice that intro. Now let's see. So we have so la, so I can come for so. I played this, right? Let's check for so. You see, so you see, all together I can have yeah, when if in a real sense, the performance mode, I want to play song, I'll change song because some of the harmonies are kind of gluing with each other. They are like they are crashing. Do you understand? So, but just learn that pattern. Don't worry. When the time comes, you see the essence of learning it. I can be playing a song and do. see? All right, so that is for exercise number 11. So very easy, right? So before you proceed to the next level, I'm expecting you to be able to sound and play all these exercises that we've done, because it's going to help you build your vocal ability. It's beneficial when you start playing songs. That way you don't have issues when you're looking for a singer's key. Now, before moving to the next task, you have to sound all the exercise. Do it, like, make sure you're comfortable. You understand? So